doctor.
Responding to the fact that poor nutrition and hunger are so rampant in our society, Soil for Life was set up to address many of the daily challenges we face. By working closely with communities, they are achieving sustainable, impressive results.
The challenges are quite enormous. If you go into the communities, you start realizing how many people have moved into cities. People are living incredibly close, so there's very little space around homes in which to grow food, and a lot of the homes are built in such a way that the gardens don't get enough sun to grow good healthy crops, so that's two challenges. I think the third challenge is that a lot of people are so far removed from growing food that they're not interested. There's a kind of an apathy towards it. I think everybody's very geared to eating things out of packets and tins, highly processed and obviously not particularly good for their health. Developing people through growing food is probably one of the best ways to grow people. I think when you've got your hands in the dirt, you connect with people at a very different level, and people connect not only with each other, but they connect with nature at a different level. And I think connecting with nature, it slows them down, it makes them think, it de-stresses them and gives them an opportunity to really look into themselves.
Soil for Life also run programs in schools in an effort to plow knowledge back into communities and create long-term solutions.
Lavendale is very special to me because I grew up in Lavendale Hill, and because I also know lots of these children's parents are unemployed and there's hardly any food at home, so some of these vegetables get sent back home for them to eat. We've got a big rubbish dump here at the back in Strandfontein, so we teach children that they need to recycle and they can reuse. Lots of the kids at interval, they would buy chips and the chips packets just get thrown away, so the garden group children would take chips packets and make little scarecrows, and then also they can use the seedy disc also to make scarecrows and get birds flying away instead of birds coming and picking up their seed.
It changed our lives by we eat more healthier now that we are in the garden, and we learn a lot how to plant different vegetables. And I want to give the advice to all the other kids that they shouldn't just play around and walk on the soil, because they can make a difference in our land and they can plant different kinds of vegetables and all that, because there's many out there that doesn't have what we can afford.
Through their various projects, Soil for Life has helped many unemployed people become breadwinners again. Now able to grow her own food, Royce Peters feeds her family with ease.
Dit was vir my baie mooi om te gesien het dat die goed begin uitkom en groter word. Elke oggend as ek in die tuin kom, dan lyk dit vir my dat dit elke dag 'n bietjie gegroei. Dit was vir my exciting. Ek wil net in die tuin gewees het. Ek kan vandag sê ek eet uit my tuin uit. As ek enige iets nodig het wat groente betref, ek kom na my tuin toe en dit is vir my 'n groot voorreg en ek geniet dit.
Even though this is an enormous challenge to address in communities around the country, Soil for Life's volunteers are determined to green the townships one shack at a time.
That is one of the most rewarding parts of this job, is watching people transform. You do see people who kind of have started with us and they feel defeated and they kind of slumped over and look really sad and heartbroken, and as they go through this process of learning to grow and make life, they become more confident and strong people. It's really great. The greatest lesson is that you can do anything with just what's around you. You can achieve anything that you want as long as you're willing to put in the effort and the time, and this garden is a perfect example of that. Just someone who's gone, found what immediately surrounds them, what they think is rubbish, and turned it into something beautiful and incredible. The lesson is you can achieve if you try hard.
The work that Soil for Life does is a great reminder that the solutions to most of our health problems lie in simply going back to our roots.
I wanna live the best life.